Hello, I'm Stephen Lindwall. Welcome to episode 9 in the series on the infinite banking concept. Just a quick disclaimer, the information in this presentation is strictly for educational purposes, and there's lots of qualified licensed professionals, IBC practitioners out there that can help your specific circumstances. The speed of capital often determines who captures opportunity. A simple quote from Caleb Guillaumes is opportunity flows toward control. Welcome back to episode 9. Up to this point, we've built the foundation of your personal banking system: capitalization, utilization, repayment, stewardship, and the family ecosystem. A strong personal banking system doesn't just protect your capital, it protects and positions you. It gives you liquidity when others are frozen or constrained, and it gives you the ability to move quickly when opportunity appears. That's what a launchpad does. It doesn't create the rocket, it simply gives the rocket the conditions it needs to take off. Infinite banking works the same way. Your policy becomes the platform that supports your next move, whether that's real estate, business growth, or capturing opportunities that require speed and confidence. And that starts with something every investor values: an opportunity fund. One of the most powerful benefits of IBC is having liquid, dry powder ready for when the world hands you an opportunity. Market dips, business deals, unexpected chances to buy assets below value, moments where speed matters more than anything else. With a policy loan, you don't need permission. You don't need underwriting. You don't need to sell investments at the wrong time. You simply access capital quickly while your cash value continues compounding in the background. This is how you stay nimble. This is how you stay ready. This is how you stay in control. So let's reflect. Is your financial system working for you, or are you working for it? Having dry powder is great. It's like being the only person at a sale who actually brought their wallet. The opportunity fund becomes your financial go bag, always packed, always ready. Real estate and infinite banking tend to work very well together. They're like two gears that lock together and multiply each other's power. A policy loan can be used for down payments, capital injections, renovations, or even covering holding costs. Meanwhile, your cash value continues compounding uninterrupted. And this is where the idea of infinite return begins to appear. Let's say you purchase a property with a 20% down payment. And if that down payment comes from a policy loan, your out-of-pocket cash can be very close to zero, which means when the property appreciates, produces cash flow, or is refinanced. Now recall, your return is calculated on the cash you invested, and if your cash invested is effectively zero, the return becomes mathematically infinite. Now, to be clear, the policy loan is still a loan. It isn't free money, but because your cash value continues compounding while the property grows, you've essentially stacked two wealth engines on top of each other, and that's synergy. And that's the and asset applied to real estate. Real estate investors already love leverage. This is leverage with a side of uninterrupted compounding. And surprisingly, they get along very well. Now let's shift to corporations, because this is where infinite banking becomes a strategic tool for business owners. A corporation can own a policy. It can pay the premiums. It can access the cash value, and it can deploy that capital for equipment or strategic acquisitions. This gives business something most companies never have: flexible, patient, tax-efficient capital. No bank meetings, no credit checks, no waiting weeks for approvals, just access to capital when the business needs it. And while I'm not personally using corporate-owned policies today, there are many well-known examples of companies using whole life insurance strategically. Large banks, retailers, Fortune 500 firms, but because it's stable, predictable, and tax efficient. Banks love lending to businesses as long as the economy is perfect. Your policy loan isn't quite that picky. Corporate strategies are where IBC stops being just a personal tool, starts becoming a business advantage. So here's a question to think about. What doors might open for you if you could access capital quickly without interrupting the compounding of your wealth? So in closing, when you combine liquidity, leverage, and uninterrupted compounding, your policy becomes more than just protection. It becomes a financial launchpad. Control of capital is what turns a policy into that launchpad. And that's what happens when you control the banking function in your life. If this idea resonates with you, stay with the series. The next episode will build on this concept. Thank you.